Hello there my friends and welcome back to the shop. Today I wanted to talk about crochet. A common question I get is, can you teach me if I'm left-handed? And the answer is yes, of course. So if you're left-handed, you can definitely learn to crochet. So there's two different ways you can do it. In my classes, I usually suggest the left-hand person mirrors everything that I say. So I'll go ahead and teach it as though everyone's right-handed, but I tell the left-handed person, just put it as the opposite of what I say. Anything that I say, hold it in your right hand, hold it in your left hand. Anytime I say pull it to the right, you pull it to the left. So that's the first method for a left-hand person. Just mirror everything and do everything backwards. And that's the method I'm going to show today. So the second method is to just do it the right-handed way. So a lot of left-handed people have gotten accustomed doing things the right-handed way, and so you can try that too. It might work out for you better. But I'm going to teach you how to do everything backwards today, so you can try to follow along with this left-handed crochet tutorial, and let me know in the comments if this works for you. Okay, so we're going to begin by making a slip knot. So go ahead and make your slip knot. How I do it is I take my two fingers, I throw the tail over the back of my fingers, I throw it over again, making an X palm side. Okay, and then if you look at the top of your hand up here along the top edge of your fingers, you have these two loops. So the one is closer to your fingertips. That one, pick it up, lift it over the other one towards your palm, exposing the other one. So then go ahead and grab that other one instead. Grab that one, pull your fingers out, and now we're grabbing this loop, but don't really hold on to it, just kind of hook one of your fingers into it, like that, and then pull straight down on both tail and working yarn, slip knot. Okay, so then we'll just pull the tail of the slip knot, the short one, until it gets smaller, and then put your crochet hook into that, and tighten it down, but don't tighten it down too far. Imagine that another hook could fit in that hole right there in that loop. Okay, so I'm right-handed. So what I do is I take, to tension my yarn, you can watch my other video that goes more into tensioning your yarn, but I take my pinky in, face my palm toward the yarn, take my index finger under, and then a lot of times I'll give it an extra loop of the index finger. That's optional. Then you take your middle finger and thumb and pinch all the way up here at the active loop on the hook, above the knot, like that. And the purpose of the pinching is to hold the loop open so that you can take your hook in front of your yarn like that, and then I'm pinching downward with my pinching fingers and dragging the hook this way, and then I might have to rotate the hook to get it through there. Okay, so that's how I do it, and that's right-handed. So when I have left-handed people in my classes, I just tell them to mirror everything that I do and say. So anytime I say right, you just act like I said left. So what you do then, I'll go ahead and do it even though I'm not left-handed. So here's my left hand. So we're going with our pinky in on our right hand, and you're holding the hook in your left hand. So you're gonna go pinky in, and then turn the palm of your hand towards the yarn, and then index finger under, and then optionally again. So you've got your yarn tensioned in your right hand, and then you're pinching up above the knot on the active loop on the hook. Okay, so then what we do is take the hook, and you're always sticking your index finger straight out to create this guitar string of tension that we have here. So then you take your hook down in front of the yarn and then have it come up so that when you look at your hook, you see it coming from up and over the hook. I always kind of like to think of it as up and over the mountain, like someone riding down the horse on a mountain towards me is how I try to remember. That's how the yarn should look when I look at it. Okay, so that it's wrapped, and then we just drag the hook to the left for a lefty, like that. So then to do that again, dip the hook in front of the yarn, have it come back up behind the yarn, drag the hook to the left, dragging the head of the crochet hook through the loop, and you might have to rotate the hook so that that big part of the hook can go through the part of the loop that's open. Oh, it's a tight one, there we go. Okay, so now let's say we're gonna go back and do a single crochet. So we'll skip the first chain, And so this would be like our next row. So then we'll go into the next chain. So when you go into the chain, you have a lower part and an upper part of the chain. So we're just gonna insert the pointy part of the hook into the upper loop of the chain from front to back. So we're on the front of the piece. You got your hook in your left hand, you got your work in your right hand, and then you put your right middle finger kind of behind it to have something to poke into, and then you just poke into that upper loop of the chain. Just poke in there and help it through if you need to. Okay, so now we have 2 loops on our hook. Okay, so then you take your hook and it's gonna be wrapped, and then pull through the first loop and then wrap again like that up over the back, sorry, and then through both like such. I did also want to point out our new crochet kits. So these are our new how to crochet kits. So they come with 1 skein of deluxe bulky superwash wool. They come with the size 11 wood crochet hook by Knitter's Pride. Great one for starting with because it's pointy and because it's wood. Love these. Set of tapestry needles, which you'll need to finish your work. And then it all comes in a handmade jelly vinyl bag, project bag, by our local artisan. Mary made it. So these are awesome. And then I put some written instructions in here that kind of remind you how to do each stitch and stuff. And you always have all the access to these videos here, which I'm uploading more every week. So I can't wait for you guys to check out these kits and for you to learn how to crochet. So you can get on here, I'll link it, and you can see all the different kit options. There's different colors for the bag, there's different colors for the yarn, and yes, if you want to switch something out, just send me a message, I'm happy to do that. So enjoy the kits. So there you have it, friends. That is how you crochet left-handed, doing everything backwards from the way a right-handed person would do it. So if you enjoyed this, please give my video a like, please subscribe to my channel, and please let me know in the comments. I'm very curious to hear how this went for you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.